Next one. Do you have some advice for INF types during holiday seasons? Okay, so it's a couple of days to Christmas as we're doing this video, and New Year's as well. Hanukkah is happening. You know, it can be a really tricky time of the year, so I'm glad that you've asked this question. You're continuing maybe some tips on how we can enforce our boundaries during family gatherings. It is difficult to do so when there are relatives I haven't seen for years who will be at the gatherings. It is difficult to do so when there are relatives I haven't seen for years who will be at the gatherings. How do I deal with that, basically? Number one, and this is kind of the basis for the rest of my answer, honor yourself as the person that you are. So if you are an INFJ, you're an introvert, which means you can get your recovery from being alone. Book in alone times. Same for INFPs, obviously. Again, for both INFJs, INFPs, you're an intuitive person. If most of your family are a sensory person, then respect the fact that your intuitive conversations may not go down very well in a sensory group. Now, if you do have some intuitive relatives who are attending, then by all means, focus on talking with them about intuitive situations. And just respect that obviously everybody else is having the same experience. You know, they're coming in, they haven't seen other people, and they don't know necessarily how to go about it. So it might be a bit of touch and go at first, but yeah. So make sure that you get some time to yourself. If it means going to sit on the toilet for 10 minutes at a time, then you go ahead and you do that, and just tell people you have IBS. No, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, go for a walk, or, you know, sit with the cat or whatever. So look for those little kind of openings for when you can nourish yourself and bring yourself back into like a higher level of energy. If you feel yourself drooping down, like if you feel yourself starting to shrivel because you're an introvert and your energy is being taken, then please, by all means, make sure that you don't make sure to take breaks. And so the intuition piece as well, look for people who are also intuitive and converse with them more. The sensory people, you know, again, just remove yourself from those situations if it's not right for you, and just make an excuse. Hey, I need to just take this call, or I just want to check this. I need to check this email for my work because it's urgent, and all those kinds of things. So basically be prepared to take breaks from people who are dissimilar to yours, or people who require you to be there all the time. I mean, let's just say that you're going for a family gathering and you're likely to have like a 3-hour Christmas dinner, and you know you can only do 1 hour. Then maybe say to your family, hey, I'm going to run a little bit late from today's I really appreciate everything, and it's all, thank you so much for invitation, but we're going to be running a little bit late. Or if you know that you can't say that, then you message them on the way there and say, we've had a situation with the car, or the traffic's bad, or whatever, to give yourself that if you don't want to hurt their feelings and they're likely to get hurt, don't just hurt their feelings and then go there and now you have to deal with their hurt feelings and everything. Just say, hey, you know, I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm running late. I'll be there as soon as I can. So just say, you know, this is who I am. This is what works for me, and I really want to enjoy the hour that I am here with you. And of course, as a feeler type, you know, just recognize that there's going to be thinker types there, and that's okay. And that you don't have to agree with all the political views on whatever, you know. There are literally people who are wired to not have a level of compassion that you probably have, level of empathy that you probably have. And, you know, that doesn't make them worse people. It just makes them better at other things than you're good at. So don't get into arguments over, you know, politics or religion or whatever. Obviously, if somebody's trying to, you know, put something on you, then you can just say, hey, I'd rather not, you know, talk about this right now. Or, you know, if they persist, you can just say, hey, you know, can we change the subject, because it's not going to go anywhere. And if they still continue coming at you, you can just say, hey, thanks for today, we'll see you soon, and then leave. But you just please know that you have a lot of options, and that I think is the main thing. You have a lot of options on how to honor yourself as the person that you are. And maybe if you come up with some strategies, if you already know, there's that horrible uncle who always drinks too much and then is really like gropey and stuff, just don't sit next to that person, or, just say, I'm not doing, ask your boundaries to be respected. And the enforcement of the boundaries, if you can do it with a calm voice, that would be ideal, but I know that's not always possible. But yeah, just say, no, you know what, there's a boundary there, and I'm going to ask you to respect that boundary, and if you can't, that's okay, I understand, but I can't be here if that's the case. So, try and see that everyone is stressed out around this time of the year. Everyone wants to have a great experience around this time of the year. Everyone's, put stupid effort into getting the house just perfect, which makes no difference probably to you, as a person who's looking for connection, if you are a person who's looking for connection. So just make a point of trying to appreciate one thing about every person that's there. Maybe say to them, and they'll be a lot less likely to try and steal the show with their stuff and try to force you into things. Something I often do when I'm at parties, or if I'm drawing a part, let's just say that I'm organizing a dinner party, is I start the dinner party by saying something that I really appreciate about every person around the table, and I really look at them and I really say to them, and it makes them feel really comfortable and really cared for, and we never really have any problems at dinner parties at our place, because everybody just obviously we know who we're also inviting, but even if there are people that we don't 100% agree on everything, just setting it up by saying something positive can make a really, really big difference. So that's what I would say to that. Again, if you have any like golden tips for INF types for the holiday season, feel free to pop them into the comment section. We're always looking to hear some more. Okie doke.